You're checking out Power99.com.
Don't stop.
All right, so Teyana Taylor's in the building. I'm Mina SayWhat, Power 99. She's currently on tour with August Alsina.
Yes.
That really sounds like a really, really, really dope tour, man.
Yeah, it is.
Were you surprised, excited when he told you about it to come on it?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I was super surprised. You know how, like, your first reaction like, oh, word, that's dope. And then you're like, wait, this finna be all girls.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to see me. They... You know what I'm saying? But then I got on that stage and it was a completely different story.
Do you feel like you got to win them over when you hit that stage?
No, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Like that's exactly what I thought would have happened before I even went on tour until I stepped on stage. And
right.
It was a whole different story and it was just like they really, really showed a lot of love.
Yeah.
A lot.
I was watching one of your videos. You get it in, like, with the dance. I mean, we knew this because we knew you can dance, but you're doing a lot of sexy stuff.
Thank you.
I see you popping. You was, like, doing a little striptease in front of a guy and stuff.
Oh, yeah, a little lap dance session.
I see you.
Thank you.
So, the song, you got a song out right now with one of my favorite guys, Pusha T.
Yes.
Which it's, like, perfect. It's, like, raw and then sexy
right,
at the same time. Yeah. which is your brand.
Right. I mean, but, you know, my actually maybe is probably sounds different from a lot of the songs, almost all the songs on my album. Maybe it was one of the last songs that we did.
Okay.
And when I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is the one as far as like, you know, club-wise, radio-wise, because other than that, my album is real just 90s R&B. So it's actually really, really different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what's missing right now? Because we were just having this conversation about women and the music that's just not being produced right now. Everything's about pop this and do that and everything. A lot of stuff is about sexual stuff, but nothing feel good. Not a lot of things about love,
right?
You know, or even like boss women
I agree.
moves.
No, I agree. I agree with that only because of the simple fact that, you know, on my album, it's definitely not male bashing. It's not like it's not about the popping. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really like one of my biggest inspirations is Tina Marie. Mm-hmm. I think she's in Aretha Franklin and Anita Baker. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say why, because if you notice that they are probably the most swaggiest female R&B singers that, you know what I'm saying, that you really know, because they talking that shit, but you wouldn't even know it because the choice of words. You understand what I'm saying? Like
there's a way that they do it where it's sexy. It's not so in your face.
My point exactly. And that's kind of what I always wanted to go for in my music, to where you had to really sit back and wait. Did she just say what I think she said? Or is she talking about what I think she's talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things I didn't understand when I was younger. And like now, as I go back and I listen to, you know, Anita Baker or Tina Marie, I'm just like, oh, okay, Tina.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you was spitting that fire. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I went with it on my album. Like a lot of love songs, but also double standard songs where it's things that fellas can rock to and women can rock to. Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like even I have a song called Business, and it's just like, you know, it ain't none of my friends' business and it's none of your friends' business. It's kind of like Genuine record. And, you know, it's coming at his boys, and it's even coming at a couple of homegirls that you might feel like you can't trust no more. Or, you know, chicks that want to see, that act like they want to see you happy and really don't want to see you happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those records that a guy and a girl could really, really rock out to and relate to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't have enough of that.
Do you think that, like, the sexuality when it comes to women and how we're portrayed in, you know, 2014, do you think it's too in your face sometimes?
As far as what?
Like, I just think about some of the things that are happening with, like, Nicki Minaj and her butt being practically out at an award show, and Beyonce kind of, you know, doing, like, you know, more sexy things. You know, do you think it needs to be a little bit more reserved, or it's cool where it's at now?
I personally don't feel like it needs to be more reserved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Nicki and I love Beyonce. I feel like it's just an expression of how you feel. It's kind of like you cover up and it's, she a dog. You know what I'm saying? Or she a lesbian. And then you get naked and she's a hoe, or she's showing too much skin, when you have idols like Cher that barely wore anything. Madonna that barely wore anything. It's just an expression of yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And how you want to feel, it's okay. It's the same thing as being in a bathing suit. That's why I don't see why it's such a big deal being in some lingerie and then turn around being in a bathing suit. Like, it's really the same thing, especially when people say, oh, girl, if I had that body, I walk around naked. And then when people do just that, when they do just that, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But these are women with great bodies, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they express themselves, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing to me is the music. Mm-hmm. Now, if you sexy and you ain't talking about nothing, then it's like, girl, what are you doing
with yourself?
Right. What are you doing with yourself? But Beyonce is another one that
she's amazing.
That she reminds me of, like that Tina Marie, Anita Baker, as far as how her choice of words, like you can be nasty, you can be sexy and still be classy with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I did with my album and what I do with my music. And that's why I'm so excited to give you guys a body of work to really hear, like, damn, she really took you back with all this. And just, y'all got them records that hit home. You always want them records that make women feel like, damn, yes. Like, that's exactly, girl, remember I went through that and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want those moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, I mean, deep down inside, when you make a record about love, you got to speak from your heart and what you feel. Yeah. Even like a record, if somebody hurt you, it's almost like Lauren, like her miseducation. She was hurt, she was in pain, but she never came from a bitter place. And that's another person that inspired me to never come from a bitter place. When I'm singing about somebody that I love, I loved you at one point, I never have anything bad to say about you. You know what I'm saying? It's all in how you handle it, how you hold yourself. Like, I'd rather make a nigga feel bad than to make them not regret what they did. Because when you come rah, 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 then they don't feel bad for what they did. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when you come at you really hurt me, to make them feel bad more than anything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Make them realize, like, damn, I didn't know how much it really affected her or it really affected him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you just got to kind of, you know, speak from your heart.
Yeah. That's real, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things that we see now, it's like women are turning up or being ratchet or, you know, so that's a good angle to talk about.
I mean, but I do understand it from a radio point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like when you do have that soulful stuff, it's not getting played. Like, I think it's a lose-lose situation with everything that anybody try to do. You know what I'm saying? Because some girl might have, like, honestly, to me, even though Maybe is sexy, if you heard my album and then heard Maybe would be the ratchet song to you.
Really?
So yes. So it's still a level of finding that record that is like radio ready. You know what I'm saying? Club ready. And then you hear the whole album is completely R&B, mids, and, you know, and slows. So I think the real test is to see, okay, is this just a radio record or is your whole album like that? If your whole album like that, then that's a problem.
Right.
But if the radio record is turned up, then that's fine. But when we hear that body of work, make sure you give us some real shit to listen to.
Right. The album is still called 7?
Yes.
Why 7?
7 because 7 is a special number for me. You know what I'm saying? And 7 is the number of completion. It means a lot of different things, but what stood out to me the most is completion. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been in the industry for 7 years, and it's my 7th year in the industry, and everything's finally coming together. You know, I think everything's been kind of scattered around. You know what I'm saying? Like sneakers, clothing line, movies, it's been scattered around to keep my mind occupied. But in this 7th year, all of it is happening at the same time. Now I'm in Fashion Week. Now I have my own hairline. Now I'm on tour. Now the album coming. Now the TV series is coming all at once. And this year, everything is finally coming together. The label is 100% supportive. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Like, to have all of that in one is almost like it's too good to be true.
Right.
I'm very lucky, and that's why I picked that number. And we're also going to give 7 visuals for 7 of the records on the album, a video for like maybe every year that you missed. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, 7 is definitely very, very special for me because everything is coming together. Even as far as meeting Michael Jordan, like, that's all I wished for my 23rd birthday, and I met him. You know what I'm saying? That was all in my 7th year, and I've been hosting Jordan Classic weekends for 7 years, and in my 7th year, I get to sing the national anthem, and I meet him, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just everything is finally happening. It's coming together. Like, October, the show comes out. November, the album comes out.
Yeah.
September, just 2 days ago, I did the fashion show. I was in Fashion Week, so it was like the month, everything's just getting better and better, and on my days off, I just go and, you know, I'm closing the album packaging and the album and all the features. So everything's really going great in this 7th year. So
that's amazing, man. It's coming full circle for you.
Yeah.
So with the label, right? It's still like good music with
Good Music, Def
right?
Jam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how I read something that you said that you don't let people listen to your album until it's done. So is that still the case? Like, you don't have anybody kind of like trying to guide you or a Kanye or anybody?
Everybody's hearing it. It was just when people start asking for the copies of a whole bunch of raw, unmixed tracks, and I'm like,
yeah,
no, thank you. And the reason why you have to be like that is because, look, albums leak every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Kanye's album leaked. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, everybody's album will leak. And it's just like, I don't want to experience that. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally feel like I'm not at a place where my album could leak a week before and still sell 1 million units.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to be very careful. Like, love you to death, but
we not
God
doing
forbid
that.
it might get left in the car, it might left on the laptop. I don't want no problems. I don't want no parts. You feel what I'm saying? Plus, it comes from Ye being such a perfectionist. So am I. Like, he don't even let people listen to his songs if it ain't right.
Yeah.
See, at least I'll let you listen to it. But giving you a copy, is a bit much. At least until it's perfect. So just in case it leak, it'd be like, damn, I'm so impressed with this album that I'm still gonna support it when it come out. Not like, oh, it's unmixed. She sound, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. I don't like it. Good thing it did leak because now I know I don't have to buy it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I have a very, very amazing album, you know, but at the time when people wanted to hear it, it wasn't no ad-libs on there. Like, it just wasn't completed. And now it's completed. So I'm excited.
Your radio is locked to Philly's Power 99 FM.